There's no scenario I can think of where your deposits in the banks are unsafe, because there's a guarantee there by the state that up to a certain amount, which pretty much covers every saver, that's all guaranteed. It is about confidence. We need to have confidence in our banks, and that's difficult given the decisions they've made. But the government is backing that up, and the government has the European Central Bank and their money to back that up as well. So I don't see any situation where the deposits are at risk.
The government guarantee currently covers the debts of the banks, but also the depositors in the banks. People's savings do not relate to the debts, they relate to the deposits. The prudential banking system requires a very clear separation of the two, and it imposes different responsibilities on the banks for safeguarding the depositors, first and foremost, over and above any other interest in the banks. Because the depositors, people like us, companies, entrepreneurs who put their money, it is their property, which is deposited in the bank for the safekeeping, should be always afforded the greatest protection. This is why the guarantee that has been issued on September 30th in 2008 and has been continued since then is fundamentally a false approach to resolving the problem of the financial institutions. It is a false approach because it does not distinguish between the debts acquired by the banks and the debts by the banks to the people and the companies and businesses of this country, which is really a liability of the bank to safeguard their deposits. If we are to reform, and we should reform, as soon as possible, the whole issue of the guarantee, the protection should only be extended to the depositors, in other words, the savers. There should be no protection whatsoever for the bondholders and for anyone else who lend directly to the banks. It is a transaction between them and the bank and nothing more.